All right. It is Wednesday, August 5th, 2020 at 9:54 a.m. All right, guys, let's take a look here at some headlines. We have Beirut in state of emergency after blast as death toll rises and rescues continue. We're witnessing a real catastrophe. Prime Minister Hassan Diab said appealing for international aid and promising a full investigation. A massive explosion in Beirut kills at least 100 people. A huge rescue operation and an international aid effort got underway on Wednesday, less than 24 hours after much of Beirut was buried in rubble and choked by smoke in a colossal explosion Tuesday afternoon. At least 100 people have been killed and 4,000 have been injured. The Secretary General of the Lebanese Red Cross, George Katana, told LBCBI that a local broadcaster on Wednesday, those figures look set to rise, with hospitals overwhelmed with victims still trapped underneath the debris. There is no word to describe the horror of the catastrophe that occurred in Beirut yesterday, Lebanese President Michael Aoun said during an emergency cabinet meeting on Wednesday. The Lebanese news agency reported, I extend my heart and my feelings to the families. I ask God to heal the wounded, heal the broken, and provide us with all the energy and determination to stand together to confront the painful burns that have scarred the face of Beirut. Aoun thanked emergency workers and officials and vowed to conduct a full investigation into the cause of the deadly blast, which is still not clear. So, it pretty much had a giant explosion. Last I heard about the explosion, I heard that there was some form of chemicals that were stocked there since 2011, and apparently for some reason it caught fire and exploded. We don't know exactly what caused the fire or why it exploded, but it might have to do with the chemicals sitting there. But we'll see. If any more story comes out about the Beirut incident, I will cover it. Alright, next. Isaias. After killing 5 people across the East Coast, Isaias has made its way to Canada. Isaias, now a post-tropical cyclone, has moved to the southeastern Canada, bringing heavy rain and powerful winds over the province of Quebec. The storm's maximum sustained winds are now 40 miles per hour and is expected to get weaker, the National Hurricane Center said, adding the storm is likely to dissipate Wednesday night or Thursday. A wind advisory was in effect for eastern northern Maine early Wednesday morning, according to National Weather Service in Caribou. So sadly, 5 people passed away because of Isaias. There were also a lot of tornadoes that were spinned up because of Isaias. So please pray for the people of Beirut. Please pray for the people in the East Coast that had to deal with Isaias and passed away. And please pray for the people that are still without power right now because of Isaias. There's plenty of people still without power. Alright, next. Washington state voters cast ballots for 2020 primary election. State residents have until 8 p.m. on Tuesday to cast their ballots in Washington's primary election, in which a host of offices, including governor, lieutenant governor, state secretary of state, and several local races, are up for grabs. Dozens of blue vote boxes are expected around the western Washington neighborhoods in order for residents to drop their ballots off. State election officials on Tuesday that voter turnouts in Washington and King County mirrored over turnouts during 2016's primary election. We project a 43% turnout, and we are right on point to meet that, said Julius Wise, director of Kings County. The first set of preliminary results are expected to be released by Kings County at 8 p.m. on Tuesday. So already people are going to start voting for the primary election. I heard that if you are voting by mail, they will send it early, and you probably have to send it back early before the primary election for the rest of the people that are not voting by mail. Alright, finally, Fox 35 investigates. Florida Department of Health says some labs have not reported negative COVID-19 results. After Fox 35 News noticed errors in the state's report on positivity rates, the Florida Department of Health said that some laboratories have not been reporting negative test results to the state. Countless labs reported that 100% positivity rate, which means every single person tested positive. Other labs had a very high positivity rates. Fox 35 News found that testing sites, like one local center care, reported that 83 people were tested and all tested positive. The NCF Diagnostics in Alachua reported 88% of the tests were positive. How could that be? Fox 35 News investigated these astronomical numbers, containing every local location mentioned in the report. The report showed the Orlando Health had 98% positivity rate. However, when Fox 35 News contacted the hospital, they confirmed errors in the report. Orlando's health positivity rate is only 9.4%, not 98% as it is in the report. So they're basically saying that they have all these people who tested were positive for COVID, when in reality only 9% who tested were positive for COVID. So make sure that if you are getting tested for COVID, that you ask around and see the positivity rates to see if they're having errors, because that is pretty insane to have everybody tested and everybody positive, when in reality it is only 9% that are positive. So that's something to check out. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hit like and subscribe for more, and see you guys next time. God bless you guys.